Hello, hello, everyone. I hope everybody is having a good new year. Oh my god. Hi, Blueberries. How are you? Happy 2026. Also, before I get started, I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my YouTube channel so far. We are almost at 900 subs over on YouTube. So the most recent one I can see is Kayla Renee. So thank you so much to you and to all of the other people who have subscribed to my YouTube. I'm honored. And thank you also to everybody who subscribed to my Liminal House Press account. I'm like over 400 on that account now, which is crazy. And to everyone who has subscribed over on my standard TikTok account as well, I'm over 1,000 on that one now. So very, very cool. I am, yeah, I'm honored. Let's see, this girl's pretty pale. She's pretty pale. Hey, Chips! Happy 2026! I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I am doing significantly better than I was last week, although it's still been kind of rough. It turns out the reason I'm having all of these issues is actually withdrawal from the previous medication that I was on. So that's fun. So I think thankfully the withdrawal is slowly leaving my body, but hard to say. Hard to say. So I'm just kind of trying to ride it out. Today I feel significantly better than I did like last week-ish, give or take. But so far, 2026 has been treating me pretty okay. Oh, I need to clean this up. There we go. Nice, working on things and vibing. We love that. We love that. Yeah, I've been trying to avoid my work email as best as I possibly can and be kind to myself. I have a like surprising amount of potential clients for Liminal House lined up for this upcoming year, which is insane. I did not think the TikTok marketing would be that effective. And I'm literally doing nothing over there, it feels like. I'm literally just like, hey, don't get scammed. And people are like, can you do my shit for my book? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, actually and actively, I am so fucking confused. So I realized, Blueberries, the references that you sent me for eyes for Emeret, you sent me green eyes, but in the description that you sent me, she has blue-gray eyes. So which is the correct color for that, by the way? Transcripts. Oh my god, being a real official human. What do you mean being a responsible human adult? What do you mean? I spent this weekend reading a fanfic, and now I'm obsessed. Look at that. It happened. It happened. Green eyes. Okay, sounds good. I can change the color. Thank you for clarifying. I figured that was the case, but I wanted to double check and ask. Easy fix. Look at that. Whoa! Amazing. Crazy how that works. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just differentiate the hair or the ear color just a little bit here from the hair, so that way there's some different hair color there, or ear color there, so not everything blends in. Boink. Oh, I realized too, this needs to go away. Oh, not like that. Rah! Hi, Cal. Happy New Year. How you doing? Okay, so let's see now. I'm gonna keep this shirt. Let's see, we're gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do kind of a red, like a apple red, I think. Almost pink, but not quite pink. On this, on this, on this. And also do this. I'm trying to think about color distribution here. It's giving summer strawberry. And I think this, 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 this. I'm actually going to use the pearl color from the other thing too. Hi, Ava. Happy New Year. I'm doing a lot better than I was last week, so thankfully this withdrawal is slowly going away. It's just taking a really long time, which is kind of high-key annoying, but it is what it is. Jace is doing okay. We're now eagerly waiting for the damn information about his transcripts to come back. So that's taking forever on his acceptance into UBC, so now we're all just like fucking stressed out because or like full of anticipation, I should say, because I really would like to not live in the United States anymore. That would be fantastic. We got an ooh. Also, everybody hydrate. We also got a self-care combo. So hydrate, take care of yourself. I'm drinking a pu'er, although I did get a bunch of, it's called Lady Grey's Garden, so it's very similar to a Lady Grey tea. Uh, and it's got rose in it. I got that from a tea shop last night. Your fault. Inside yourself. Stop that now. But otherwise, I'm doing good. We're getting really close to being almost to the very end of the first Betrayer's Blade book. So if you've been keeping up on that, thank you for voting and participating in the Ko-fi and all of that stuff. I didn't know how this was gonna go. I know people have kind of fallen off of the Ko-fi a little bit. That's okay. I ain't mad about it. But we're almost done with that book if you want to keep reading and watch the end of it come together. It's definitely very intense. So the almost last chapters will be updated hopefully today. I gotta get on that shit. I actually took a vacation, and so now all of a sudden I came back to like a bunch of overdue tasks, which is okay. I'd rather be refreshed and ready to go than freaking out, you know? Actually, I can just go like this. Hi, Gamby. How are you? Happy New Year. I want a little bit brighter brown on this. A little bit redder. There we go. Better. I think for the sake of interest... Yeah, I got a lot of exciting things on the docket here. But yeah, so if you don't know what Betrayer's Blade is, if you're interested in reading it, for those of you who are newer to the stream, Betrayer's Blade is a project that I have on Ko-fi. And effectively, people on Ko-fi who are members, it's $1 to be a member on my Ko-fi. I effectively let people vote on what happens to the main character in that book. So that's been really interesting. I knew kind of what was going to happen going into the book, but how we got there effectively is completely different because of how overall people voted, which is really crazy. So because of you guys, we effectively just completely shaped the story in an entirely unpredictable way, which is insane and very, very cool. So if you're interested in reading that book, it is 100% free on Wattpad, but also if you want to shape the very end of the book, that's available there. I am going to be taking a 3-month hiatus as I take a breather in between Betrayer's Blade 1 and 2. I was thinking that I was going to see what people wanted to read or what the voting is going to look like for what the next book is going to be, but I do think that I'm going to probably just finish up the Betrayer's Blade arc because there's going to be 2 books in that series to really lead us up to One Pale Reflection as a prequel. So if you want to participate in that, I'll keep everybody updated on when the next portion of that book is going to get started and how you can vote on all of that stuff, etc., etc. Hello. So that'll be updating soon for everybody who's a Ko-fi member. And sorry for the delay on that. Shit's getting intense. These last couple of chapters are going to be effectively just pure unadulterated combat. So it's gonna be pretty zesty. That's all I gotta say, is just zesty. Mordecai's getting his fucking ass kicked, by the way. O'Brien really put up a good fucking fight, though. If y'all have read One Pale Reflection, he gets called a coward a lot in that particular book, but he's also weird as fuck. So if you're interested in a man who effectively dresses like a walking stained glass window and is obnoxious as fuck, Betrayer's Blade is a book for you. It's been interesting because I've been just randomly selecting answers for decisions that nobody voted on, and effectively Benny has gone like full tilt into letting just the Aurum do whatever the fuck it wants, which I think is a super interesting decision on his part. I would have never imagined that was the direction that he would go. But this Aurum is also not a dick, so I'm like, it works out. It works out. I like him. I like this Aurum a lot. Compared to, like, Black Knife's Aurum, he's, like, a completely different character. It's really fun. So that's been interesting. The next section of this Betrayer's Blade book is going to focus a lot more on Black Knife and Benny's relationship. And I'm realizing that I think that they were gay. And then that, like Black Knife being bisexual, or both of them being chaotic bisexuals, truly. And then Black Knife rebounds really hard into, like, being with women. And then Benny goes to marry the princess and then eventually become king. So it's like, I think that they were really, really close. And then never just never got together. Which is very sad. But kind of interesting. Hey! Easy Cheese! How's it going? How you doing? Happy New Year, welcome in. Also, we got Chips asked for a 3-card spread for tarot, so let me go ahead and get that reading going. I did yearly tarot for all of my friends, too, so... Though, hopefully, according to my Chinese horoscope, this year is not going to suck. So, I'm very excited. Well, Happy New Year, Easy. I hope you're doing great. Nice, got a candle burning play in ZA. Who's your favorite Pokemon in ZA? I got a shiny Aurorus the other day and I fucking freaked out. I'm like, you are my new favorite Pokemon. Yeah, so shiny Aurorus is my goat right now. Shiny hunting sucks. I'm trying to shiny hunt my entire team and I want to lose. I'm losing my mind slowly but surely. It's fucking awful. All right, Chips. Let me finish Blast Shuffle on this tarot spread here. Okay, 3-card spread. Ah, Quilladin, hell yeah! Yeah, that's awesome. I wish that they would give Mega Evolutions to the fossils, but alas. Because Mega Auroras would probably be fucking sick. Mega Tyrantrum would be amazing. If only. I have a chestnut named Beep Beep. Beep Beep. I love that. Alright. So, Chips, whatever you're asking about is going to have kind of a... Or you've been kind of in a slow and stuck stagnant period, it seems like. But things will turn around eventually. It's just going to take maybe a matter of a couple of... Let me double check my time. Let's see. It's either a couple weeks or a couple months. Yeah, weeks, actually. I was right, weeks. So, a month and a half, maybe? Ish, give or take. Oh my god, get out of here, bot. Nobody likes you. Get the fuck out of here. You're annoying and nobody wants you. Okay, there we go. Now, back to the important shit. Aerodactyl in the corner. Oh my god, true though. Right? Where is Mega? Like, he's just like, I'm over here. I got it. Mega Aerodactyl is pretty cool though. Alright, so effectively with what you're dealing with, what's happened in the past, it seems like there's been a lot of like financial stagnancy. And you've been really insecure about that. But then also too, you may have been giving away a lot of your free time, money, resources, energy, all of that stuff to people that you've viewed as like in need, if that makes sense. Um, and so you've been like giving a lot of your stuff away, which has made you end up with less energy and less money. So that might be something that you're dealing with. That's Three of Pentacles reversed. So as of right now, you're definitely in a state now because of that. You have damaged your ego in some way, so it's affected you personally and it's hurt you personally. So right now, you're trying to look for some kind of alternative solution or something that's normal or not normally within your like typical go-to default when you try and solve problems. So this is suggesting that in order to take advantage of that, stepping away from your regular day-to-day routine and trying to think of things like in a more out-of-the-box way might help with what you're dealing with, but it's still going to feel really, really slow and probably super, super uncomfortable. It's not going to be the most pleasant experience, but it's definitely necessary for growth. And then that'll hopefully result in, if you just take your time and like explore all of your options to really take your time and make a good decision, that'll hopefully result in some kind of financial independence. So just trust your gut, get started with it, and like whatever you're working with, you might have been trying to, it seems like, really appease other people. And especially in regards to like your finances, your stability, expectations, you've been bending yourself to fit other people's rules, when in reality, you know what's best for yourself. And like, just do what you feel is right. You're going to put up with criticism from people, and they're going to say that it's like, this is a stupid idea, or you're doing something wrong, or you're not doing things the way that they typically are done. But it's not really up to them. It's your decision, and it's your time now to push for that better quality of life, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it, if that makes sense. And if you do that, if you just kind of come to that acceptance point and just realize other people don't really matter that much, that'll result in you feeling a lot better about the situation, and things should move forward easily. So hopefully that helps. Parkour is a Greninja. I fucking love that. Oh my god. Shout out to Parkour. I can't. That's so funny, though. I don't ever name my Pokemon. I just, like, leave them alone. I'm like, sorry, your name is generic, and I never give them nicknames. I do love seeing other people's nicknames, though. Jace names his Pokemon ridiculous shit, and it's really funny. Yeah, you can, like, change the nicknames on them, on Pokemon. I used to nickname my Pokemon a lot, but, like, I just don't anymore. It's because I'm fucking lazy. I'm, like, a collector. I just, like, go through and, like, hardcore collect as many Pokemon as I humanly possibly can. And so I'm like, I don't see you as individual pets. You are merely a pawn in my collection scheme. Yeah, that's sweet, though, Easy. That's really cute. They deserve our love. They're just little digital buddies. They don't know. Yeah, of course, Chips. Hopefully that helps. And it seems like things will get better soon. It's just going to be kind of icky getting you there. Or, like, you might be feeling icky right now. So those kinds of situations are not really great to be stuck in if you're, like, stuck in an unnecessarily gross place. And moving from a period of, like, financial stagnancy into something better is always, like, a rough transition. But as long as you keep, like, youthful energy around it, you should be good. Shiva's a great name for a Pokemon, though. Shiva's a great goddess, or a great god, too. He's like god of dance. He's amazing. Oh, Shiva's a Frostlass. That's badass. I'm trying to find a... I found a shiniest Snorunt, and then the shiny Snorunt was a male, so I'm trying to get a female. So now I have a shiny Glalie, which is cool, but, like, I would really love a shiny Frostlass. That would be pretty sick. Shiny Glalie is just mid. He's okay. He just looks like a little demon. Okay, and this tiara, I'm gonna stick with gold medals here, so that way her jewelry matches Evender's. I can't, that name is so difficult for me because I have a character, it's the villain from One Pale Reflections, name is Avender. Not Evender, but Avender. Avender, like the Swedish name, so every time I hear that name, I'm just like, oh, that psychopath. And I'm like, nope, that is not the same guy. Not the same guy. Alright, let me see here. I'm going to put on a bunch of extra, really fun textures and patterns here, too. So I'm stoked about it. We're going to get that going here in about 15 seconds. Because I just really want some, like, fun patterns. I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit, though. Yes. Let me fix this a little bit. All right, and then we'll do the makeup as well. But let me see if I can find some good patterns for fabrics here. Oh, Evander. I see, I see. I'm so disappointed about the shiny Go-Goat I missed because it killed itself with recoil. Bro, you're like, why would you do this? Like, that's so rough. Good luck with your comic, Ava. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking for shiny Ralts, too. I've been struggling. Actually, hello? Oh, like this. This is brilliant. Oh, we also got another 3-card spread for Lear. Let's go. Do some good shuffling here. We'll get that going. Oh, Van. So Evander. I see, I see. Yeah, Avender's name is spelled... Let me type it in the chat. It's spelled like that. So it's like a completely different spelling. I'm like, this is a different human. Guy's a little fucking asshole. If you guys have been reading Betrayer's Blade, Athos is a little piece of shit. He's awful. Literally the worst. Probably the fucking worst villain I've ever written, actually. He's just legitimately unredeemable. Like, at least even with Talbot, and Talbot's a horrible fucking person, but even with Talbot, he unfortunately is ignorant as shit, and that's how he got to the spot he's at, where it's like, he's just a horrible human, but you understand, like, you can understand, it doesn't justify it, but at least you can say, oh, I understand how he got to that point. Athos is just a dick. He's just fucking awful. Alright, Cal, looks like you're dealing with a lot of slow stuff going on, too, so something is, like, really slowed down, in a matter that I think you'd like to be a little bit quicker. So whatever you're dealing with, it's something very personal. Probably has to do with a creative career or creative endeavors just in general. You feel like you've been struggling, and you feel like you've been effectively suffering from, like, imposter syndrome and that you're not necessarily qualified. And you've also been kind of trying to figure out what it is that you actually want out of your creative career or what you want to do. So that's been kind of like the past influence of everything. So that's Three of Wands reversed. And then that's resulted in, because things have been so slow and trying to like figure out that stuff, that's resulted in slow finances. And you've also been trying to be very deliberate as well with how you go about defining that career for yourself. So it's very much so in the growth stage. It's almost to a point where you've solidified that decision and you're making strides to determine, yes, this is what I want, this is the path that I want to take. But it's still very much in that like nurturing stage, which is what's making it take so long. But all in all, even though it might take a little bit of time to grow this thing, because like with a lot of creative endeavors, especially dealing with money, it's going to take a hell of a long time to get it off the ground and do anything. So the key to your financial success at this time is to start treating your business like a business. Maybe at this point, like the one that I drew for this particular card, so you got Three of Wands reversed, your present card is Seven of Pentacles reversed, and then your future card is Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Pentacles rides a turtle, right? It's like slow and steady wins the race, but also making sure that you're taking your time organizing your finances, maybe opening a business account for like a separate bank account for your business. Like you don't necessarily have to go and like form a company or open a business bank account, but keeping your business money separated from your personal money when it's relating to specifically your creative endeavors might help you be a little bit more organized. But sorry, I sucked up a dust and I almost died. Sorting out any kind of debts that you have and really organizing your accounts, I think, will help make whatever this sticking point is a little bit clearer. And it's going to take a lot of time to actually build the thing out, but having that really strong foundation is going to help you navigate that kind of stuff. So hopefully that makes sense. Xenomorph, stop. Yeah, so just file wasn't available on site. I hate this damn website. Oh, I love how I can just go to Pixabay to just get the damn pattern. Yeah, so the answer is just me. Yeah, maybe shifting your thinking. If you want to go hard into something, you know, doing that is not a bad thought. It's just a matter of making sure you're planning appropriately. Why won't you let me download this? I love how it's like file wasn't available on site. You know what? Fuck you. I wonder if I can reverse find this. Yeah, because that's all tarot really is. Like, I think people forget, like, tarot doesn't really tell you very much other than how to navigate the situation ahead. Um, and so it's like, I think people unfortunately make the assumption that like tarot is going to be like, I'm going to have 15 kids and I'm going to die exactly when I'm 81. And it's like, it's not really that. It's more like, okay, here's like what you're dealing with. Here's the most likely uh step out of this particular situation. um how do you get there, you know what I mean? And then that's really what it's for, truly. It's like a compass. There we go. This is what I want. God, that took way longer than it needed to. I want to do a gradient on this bell of this dress as well. But I want to make sure... Well, let me fix the color, actually. Because I love this, but I also want it to be more saturated, but not by much. There we go. Much better. This will look like an aurora. Here we go. Is good. Yeah, normally my tarot aren't that nice. When I deal with my tarot, they're like, or if I ask any questions, it's like, shut up, bitch. I'm like, ah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you hate me. Like, I did nothing to you. I also really like this, too. Whoops. There we go. Nice. Hello? Why is Bridge opening? Bridge, nobody asked you to be here, dude. Bridge was like, but I want to. But I would like that. I'm like, I wouldn't. Thanks though, I guess. Sure, or something. I actually need to make sure I go through all of this ruffle and make sure that all of the ruffles are selected and colored in, because otherwise this would be very sad. Oh, I realized. You wanna know what's interesting? Hello. I realized I forgot this whole piece here. There we go. I'm like super scared that I got into Spitbo and now I just have to like awkwardly wait. For that person to like review my book, and I have the fear. Yeah, I actually use a Sketchbrush by Kyle Webster for Photoshop. It's the Super Sketch Graphite is the one that I typically use. So if I turn off my lines here, you can see this under sketch here. This was done with Kyle's Super Sketch Graphite brush, which I love it. It's got great texture. If you have an Adobe subscription, all of Kyle Webster's brushes are free. Yeah, if you ever like subscribe for like a month, I'm not even joking. Even if you just subscribe for like a little bit, the way you get to those is if you're in your brushes and you hit this little hamburger menu button. And then you go, where is it? Get more brushes down here. It'll open this website. So if you subscribe for a month, you get more brushes, and then you scroll down here and you download all of these ABRs. They download onto your computer, and you can put them in Clip, you can put them in Procreate, and you can put them in Photoshop. So effectively, you can pay 1 month of an Adobe subscription, download all of these, and then run away. I'm not saying do that, but also, he's got great brushes. I use the Mega Pack. This one. But I also have a bunch of other free brushes if anybody needs them, like the Salshin brushes. That's these guys here. And then Lois's smudge brushes are great too. You can get that from her. What am I thinking? My brain has short-circuited. Yep, my brain just totally short-circuited. Newsletter, that's what I'm looking for. Good God. This withdrawal is the worst. I have never in my entire life felt so poopy with my brain as I do with this withdrawal scenario here. It has not been great. Would not recommend. Actually, what if it's white? Yes. And I'm gonna put a bunch of glitter on this thing. No one can stop me. Glitter everywhere. So I'll do that in just a second. I need to delete out this. Nope. Hello. Why are you like this? I've never used that tool before. What the fuck even is this tool? I don't know. All it did was it made shit saturated as hell. I have no idea what that just did. I clicked Photoshop and I have no idea what's happening right now. Okay, I need some blue for some sapphires here. Just like that, nice and blue. And then I'm gonna go with this color. We're gonna make a new layer. And then I'm effectively going to color this in, and we're gonna reduce the opacity on it. So that way it's nice and translucent. This also goes here. Like this. And then also two. I'm gonna actually put this up above this. Look at this. There we go. And then now I'm going to reduce the opacity on this. So that way we can enjoy the translucency of the veil. And then I'm going to do a new layer. We're going to do sparkly stars, because glitter is the best remedy to all problems. Because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Glitter, 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 glitter. I wonder, are some of these stars more dark? No, not necessarily. What about this? Not really. These first ones are the best one. Glitter. And actually I'm gonna do this, this, and this. There we go. Glittery! Alright, Firefly. Alright. It's a bit of a coppery dog. Firefly! What an icon. Firefly the legend. Okay, here we go. I can't believe I drew a dog. I'm still shook. Dog. Called. It's a hell of a ride. I'm going to probably have to pass on my line editing for Betrayer's Blade, so that way I can get it at least line edited and on the on Wattpad correctly, so that way it's not like gross. And I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep it on. I guess I will keep it on Wattpad. Wattpad freaks me out. I feel like the discussion that everybody was having in the writing share was a really accurate one, where I feel like, unfortunately, like, as much as I love fanfiction sites, and, like, I'm a little bit hesitant of putting my stuff on there now, because, it feels like people over tag the hell out of their stuff, and if you don't provide like 18 content warnings for stuff that you don't know are going to be issues for people, then people leave shitty comments on your work, which is not great. So I'm trying to like avoid that as much as I possibly can, and it's not working out. So I love being able to give my work like a place to land for free, but also, I'm tired. I'm just tired of people. I don't know. That's a good Borfer right there. This is a good dog. I don't normally draw animals, so it's always like... I always literally shock myself. I'm like, I can fucking draw? I'm like, I've never done this before in my life. This is crazy. I've never done this before in my life. Crazy. Sure. Hello? I'm just gonna hand color everything here. Because I can do that. I have the power to do that. Little dog! Oh, that's interesting, Blue Breeze, because that was like the opposite of effectively what Lemonade Prince was saying, is that like AO3 has a lot of extensive tagging, but it could just depend on like what areas you're in. I think the problem that I have is people, I realize that the thing that I'm running into is people who read and write fan fiction have vastly different expectations than people who read or write trade paperbacks. And in the fan fiction community, there's a lot of like fandom discourse. For example, say you have like a fan fiction for Twilight. Like we'll go Twilight because it's an easy one. If somebody writes something that other people do not like, it is very easy for people within that fandom to all jump into the comments and just effectively tear the person to shreds and then effectively say, hey, this is not fandom appropriate, write something else. And then unfortunately the person who wrote the fan fiction, let's assume that it wasn't something problematic. Let's say that like they're shipping somebody that is not common in the Twilight fandom. For example, like maybe it's like Bella and Alice. I don't know. And people just don't like it simply because it's not their taste, right? That person effectively then gets bullied off the internet because they wrote something that people collectively were like, well, that's not how it went in the books, or that's not something that I like, or Alice is too old, or Alice is not, or Alice is straight, or whatever it is that makes them upset. And so then these same people unfortunately expect that they can do the same thing to a trade author, where I have my original work on the internet and people assume that they can go into the comments and effectively bully the shit out of me for writing something that they didn't like. And as a trade author, that is not the expectation for us or our work, right? For us, it's like fine art, right? If you go into a fine art gallery and you look at a painting on a wall that you don't like, it is not your place as like a viewer of art to go in there and go, oh, I don't really like postmodernist artwork. I think that this is really stupid. Or like it's a Jackson Pollock, right? I don't like that he just threw a bunch of like random lines of paint onto the canvas. I think it's lazy, it's not real art, etc. If you start to do that shit, you get kicked out of the fucking gallery. You're considered super disrespectful, and you just don't get to be in that scene anymore. And it was kind of the same way with trade books, where it's like people were definitely allowed to and entitled to have an opinion, and if an author did something incredibly problematic, then of course people voicing their opinions is 100% warranted. Like, for example, the shit going on with Neil Gaiman, that's a 100% valid fucking critique to have. And to talk about that kind of authors behaving badly behavior, which is totally valid. But what I think is a huge problem is now we're getting to the point where people effectively feel like they have the right to jump onto public writing sites like this and just tell people what to write. And then also, too, of course, accuse them of really horrible shit in the comments. And I think that that's what's really been bothering me. And so I don't know if this is necessarily just like a Wattpad exclusive issue, but it seems to be a young people only reading shitty romance fan fiction on like fan fiction sites issue, if that makes sense. And it could be I'm just old as fuck. Like, it could be I'm just old and, you know, people have a different way of communicating and a different way of reading and consuming media, and I just don't want to engage in that type of engagement. Does that make sense? Or alternatively, it could be that, like, unfortunately, this may be like a, I don't know, like a, internet etiquette issue where younger people don't understand that you can't just, like, go onto somebody's shit and just, like, shit on them. Does that make sense? Like, you can't just do that. Or it's not appropriate to do that. So I don't know. It's just like it kind of becomes like a this is a space that I don't really want to be in kind of a situation. And it's a very weird place to be as an author. Like, I don't know. And I found that people who are more traditionally used to reading and reviewing trade books don't react that way. So I get caught in kind of a hard spot where it's like I really want to have my work available on a platform somewhere for free. I just don't know where the most appropriate place is for that, because, like, the fan fiction sites just aren't it. Like, people are weird over there and they're freaking out. So I don't know. It's kind of an interesting place to be. Not sure how to feel about it yet, but that's something that I've been, like, knocking around my brain. And then I don't want to seem like the author that's a dick, where if somebody comes onto my stuff and is like, hey, you're a pedophile, and then I'm like, hey, if you don't like my work, don't read it, and then it looks like I just block anybody who thinks I'm problematic, like, that becomes an issue too, because that's not my intent. So it's been a very weird place for me to sit. I'm not really sure how to deal. Okay, that's not going to work for me. So I have to try and find a different place to host my stuff, because I want it to be accessible for people to be able to just, like, really easily read it. But I'm like, where do I put this? Or do I just host it on my own website, you know? But then I'm like, how do I do that in an effective way? Especially for, like, full books like King of Dust. It's like, Okay, so I have to effectively do this by hand, because I don't think I'm going to be able to find a royalty-free pattern that I can use to do this with. So I do apologize for this taking a little bit longer than usual. Tarot card spread. Yeah, that's the truth. Younger people have zero etiquette in internet spaces, since fandom went mainstream and more people entered fandom spaces without learning any of the etiquette. Yeah, so that's 1,000% it. I like everything that you exactly just said. I think is the issue that I'm running into. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it there. And if kids can't learn how to be appropriate, I'll just block them. And then if people start being weird about it, then you know they're not my audience. I think Alexandra Chan, she's the author of In the Garden Over the Moon. That's the name of the book. Memoir of Lost Myth and Magic. That's exactly what she was saying earlier this year, is it's like, some people are just not going to get it, and then unfortunately that's just the way that it goes, and you just have to block them. It's like, I don't know. But it makes me feel weird. I definitely do not want people to think that I'm just, like, blocking anybody that, like, thinks I'm problematic, because that's not the case. And if, you know, I ever wrote anything that was offensive, I deserve to be called out for it, just as any other author deserves to be called out for it. But, like, that's not what's happening. It's like, I had a lot of gay men, for example, refuse to read my book because the person ends up with a female love interest. And I'm like, okay, so you're just, like, biphobic? So there's a lot of that energy going on, I think. And it's, like, it's just really unfortunate that it has to be that way. So maybe I'll leave them there. All right, let's get your spread going. Oh, you got a two for one. Cards stuck together, in other words. Let's see what we got. So whatever you're dealing with and were dealing with in the past is a complicated issue. A really big complicated issue. So it looks like what you're asking about too is also going to be kind of slow. That seems to be a trend for a lot of people this year, is that things are just really slow moving. So what you're dealing with feels like it has a lot to do with the people around you and not really you yourself. Other people have been trying to, like, undermine your confidence, attack your strengths, say that you're not as good as you think you are, you know, attacking your abilities, things like that. And it's been really difficult to try and, like, wade through that negativity, which is not great. But you've been trying to just surround yourself with people who are positive and who support you, which is the right decision in this particular way. But that's resulted in, you know, a lot of people just being really envious of you, it seems. Or, again, trying to just tell you what to do. You may have been struggling with, like, being very emotional, and you feel like you've not been really able to make any clear decisions because of that. And it's not really your fault. It's just that other people are trying to take advantage of you, potentially. And that's resulted in a lot of, like, potential financial instability right now, which is not great. But thankfully, you feel like that maybe has been, like, turning around a little bit. You've maybe gotten a little bit of recognition for your accomplishments recently. And that has felt a little bit better. So you're moving on the right path, which is totally in your control for sure. Just keep going slowly is what this is telling me. Things are kind of slow in development. Other people might be kind of slow to, like, keep up with you, if that makes sense. You want to plow forward and you know what you want, but other people are not necessarily on the same page as you. So if you are relying on anybody for anything at this point and you feel like they may potentially be unreliable, just make sure you keep a backup plan just in case other people fall through, because you have a clear idea of what you need to do and where you need to go, but other people might not be on the same page as you. Potentially relying more on old friends or family for these kinds of things is going to be a better solution, rather than trusting strangers, or people who claim that they know you, they know what's best, etc., when clearly it's like they may not be as trustworthy as you think. So just be very, have a lot of discretion when you're dealing with people, especially in things that are very sensitive or maybe, connected to especially your emotions and relationships. Yeah, because your creativity and your money are tied into whatever this is too. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense, and hopefully that helps. Also, hey Rain, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy New Year. We were doing a little tarot spread here. Getting some tarot in for the start of the new year. Actually, I kind of want to make this lighter and have like a little bit of firefly stuff going on. Because I like those little fireflies that are on your pattern that you sent. They were very cute. But I really want to be able to see them from a distance too. Yeah, nice. Yeah, people be doing weird shit. That's like been effectively the overall like vibe and like readings that I've been doing for people, is that it's like people are really fucking doing weird stuff, which is not fun. Nobody wants that. Yeah, nice. Let me make sure that this firefly pattern ends up on here, okay? Street Fighter, oh my god. Alright, let me get up in just a second. Let me finish this firefly really fast, and then I will Street Fighter my way directly to hell. I physically haven't been able to like do any kind of workouts, which has been awful because I've literally been so dizzy. Last night I spent effectively like an hour and a half just like having a physical like full body panic attack for no reason, because the like withdrawal symptoms are just so awful. Today I feel a little bit better, but it's like I wish that it would just stop. Switching meds is rough. Would not recommend. I actually grabbed this color here. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. And then I can move on to the wheelchair. Not bad. Alright, let me get up and do some... Oh, okay, cool. Let me change the colors really quick. Thanks for that catch, Blueberries. So let me get... Not that. Why would you do this to me, amigo? And then let me do some push-ups here. And then I'm gonna actually change the beads over to a different color then. I'm gonna do probably this blue. Oh, and I forgot this bead over here. There we go. There we go. All right, let me get these dang push-ups. Cal, you're cursed. You've cursed me. My little body. Oh, God. Okay, I did 10. Ow, my body. I'm okay. Why? Everybody should do like 10 stretches or like 10, like, I don't know, squats, jumping jacks, like literally something. Literally anything. Oh, I also realized too, I should probably do this. As well. We got a self-care combo as well. Everybody sit up and don't be crispy. Drink some fluids. Don't be gross. Don't do it. Actually, let me go ahead and grab... And then I need to change her lip color too for this particular instance. Let me make sure that this is nice and soft around the edges. Nice and soft. And then let me lock on this here. My arms are crispy. Let me make sure. I'm gonna also grab some gold. We're going into the middle of the lid with that. And into the inner liner corner. Lid, eye, we're also gonna do my dots because this is gonna, nope, not that. Glitter, I say. I'm going to also put some highlighter on this as well. So that way there's lots of glitter. We love glitter. Everybody likes glitter. Then I'll go in with extra highlights and shine here. And then let's get the lip color on. Hello. There we go. Makeup. Wow. All right. Going to have the leather of this chair match the leather on everything else. But this is where this is going to get intense. Oh, and then this is leather too. I'll work on this in just a moment here. There we go. Actually, I'm just gonna not be a silly Billy, and I'm just gonna, there we go. And I'm gonna have the metal be gold still too. I think. That way everything matches together. I missed a spot here. Some of this stuff I'm gonna have be black metal, I think, just for the sake of differentiating out different pieces of the wheelchair so that not everything gets lost. So it's like this stuff in here. This. Not that. This. That. I'm gonna need to clean up the wheel there. I'm gonna go with like a darker slate gunmetal kind of color. I want to do a fun color on the wheel, because that's sweet. We love fun wheels. Hot Wheels. That's all I have to say. Hoping I missed the inside of this wheel over here. Alright, fine. Alright, give me this purple. That way the wheels can match the dog, because this is important to me. Fashion. The most stylish wheelchair to ever exist. Alright, and now, this is the fun part. Actually, I'm just going to paint this by hand. I'm going to do blue. Why is my throat so crispy? I'm so sick of it being so dry here. Holy moly. I'm gonna die. I'm so crusty. For no reason. Yes, alright. This actually needs to go above here. My throat is so crispy. Oh, hey, by the way, just as a heads up, too, for anybody, I'd like to remind people about this every once in a while on occasion, because I like giving people free art, and I think that everybody deserves it. But I'm still constantly looking for people to review my books, and in exchange, you can either build up commissions, or you can cash your, effectively, like, if you do a review, and it doesn't matter what kind of review it is, like, even if it's like a 1-star review, I'll still honor this. But you can exchange a screenshot for your review for any of my books on Amazon or Goodreads, preferably Amazon though, for a line art sketch commission, or you can build them up and then you can exchange them for a larger commission, because I really want to make it feel like it's like worth your time, you know, to review stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to do that, please let me know, and I can send you a copy of the book for free. Like, there's literally no charge to you to do this, but I really need the help. I'm getting kind of close to certain books having enough reviews. I think, like, Brady is almost there. I'm looking for 25 reviews on each book. Let me see. Let me see where I'm at. Yeah, so Brady needs 4 more reviews, only 4. But then all of the other Brady Von Altus books need around 10. So if you want to read all of the Brady books, these are available here. And then I think King of Dust is getting pretty close. Yeah, it still needs about 10. So King of Dust could use some reviews. Court of Snakes needs help. One Pale Reflection definitely needs help. Of course, Heaven's Equal, even if you've read this online, you can just rate that there. So any help would be much appreciated. If you want to monopolize on that and get some free books to read, please let me know, and I'll just send you either an EPUB or a PDF version of the book. And then once you get done reviewing it, you can exchange it for art. So if anybody wants to capitalize on that, I'd really appreciate it. But I definitely extend that offer. And I really appreciate anybody who has reviewed the books so far. It really makes a huge difference. Like, a huge difference. It helps people know that my books are real and they exist and are alive. Especially when it's like hard to be visible as an indie author. So if you're feeling like you want to jump on that train, let me know. Actually do this on a new layer so that I can control the color. Of these cherry blossoms here. I also have, in case anybody's interested in beta reading a book, I have a science fiction that's in my beta reads channel on my Discord that is also free to read as well. That is in pre-published, so it still is not like 100% complete, or it hasn't been like officially published or anything, but I'm always looking for help reviewing those as well. That one is a little bit more intense, though, and it comes with a lot of trigger warnings, so be sure to check that out while you are browsing through the books. My other ones, though, are all for, like, kids, and they're very fun, friendly, happy, you know, so they're not necessarily, like, triggering in any way. But Fatal Mechanisms is really fucking intense. is my Talshin? I want this. Well, actually, nope, I do not. That was not the right one. This. Yes. Oh, wait. Hello? I'll make an announcement of that coming in to the, or in the Discord as well. Remind everybody. And everybody that's, like, left reviews, I'm, like, so grateful. I really appreciate that a lot. Brady had, like, legit, like, 8 reviews on it, and now it has almost 20, so that's, like, huge. I definitely did not anticipate that many people deciding that they're going to review it. I might run, like, a campaign to get them re-reviewed. Moves to the front lines. There we go. Nice art. All right. Okay, so I think we're good with the flat color. So let me go ahead. Blueberries, I'll go ahead and send this over your direction so that you can check it out and make sure all the colors look good. But if they look good, I can go on to shading. Color palette on this character is super pleasing. Good choices. Where is Amaret? There she is. Okay, let me send this over to Blue Breeze. Cool. All right, that's been sent. So while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and save that, and then let me get the next thing open that I'm supposed to be working on. Because now I have to scream and get ready for the Court of Snakes Kickstarter, so that's going to be exciting. Remember when this Kickstarter was supposed to happen in, like, 2024? I think I might actually change the colors on these stickers, too. But we'll see. I'll worry about that. Actually, I'm going to do the sticker swap now. Because I have to really think about, like, what I'm doing here. And I liked these color palettes and everything. But I kind of want to change these colors to more desert color palettes, I think. Because this one's fine. This one fits like a nighttime desert. This one, too. It's this one and this one that I'm not really super sold on. And I almost wonder if this one should be more like this. Well, I already like that more. That already looks better. It was that red. It just was not, like, that great. Yeah, I like that much more. Much better. Yeah, that's much better. And then let's pick a different one. Because this purple is good. But I need a different color purple. Thank you for the feedback, Blueberries. I appreciate you. Well, seeing it's tough because actually, this is more like I'm looking at a lot of these purple desert color palettes actually, and a lot of them are. It's maybe because this pink is too magenta, and actually I need more something like this. How do I feel about this? No, that's not quite right. Well, and I'm almost wondering if maybe this blue is better. Yeah, I like that more. Yeah, there we go. And this red, I kind of want it to be not like red red. Oh, and I need to make sure that these on, where is this? Order these guys. Make sure that these are all the right color. Okay, so that looks fine. That purple didn't change, so I don't need to worry about that. This is the problem here. I don't think I like this blood red. I think I'm going to go with more of a burnt, like, Garden of the Gods orange here. Yeah, that looks just way more aesthetically appealing, actually. This is much better. I'm glad I stepped away from these for a little while. Especially because I want these stickers to be super cool. Okay, that's much better. So let me save these out so these are done. I don't have to worry about this anymore. Yeah, these look much better. All right. The colors were just not quite right. All right, let's go ahead and jump back in here. And I got some new feedback, so let me go ahead and add those in, and then we can start shading. Hello? Photoshop, please. I'm just gonna do just a little bit of eye makeup here. Not anything super duper crazy. But also, I need to be gentle with it. And we're gonna also do a little bit of like, there we go, very nice. Hey, Aqua, thank you so much for that 7-month sub. How you doing? Happy New Year. Oh yeah, very cute. That's literally just like the perfect amount. I'm gonna also do some highlighter really quick in here too, so that way she has some nice like eye shine. Just a little bit. Yeah, cute. All right, and then Firefly, we're gonna go and change the tassels over here to gold. I woke up like 40 minutes ago. Honestly, live your best life. Do what you must. I'm cooked for school. God, when do you start again? My first day for my students is today, so I have to like do that later, and I'm really not excited about it. There we go. Oh, Wednesday. Gross. That's gross. I'm so sorry. All right. All right, so we're going to start with Form Shadow. Whoa, I pulled a feature Bang Boo with, or 2 times within 10 pulls. Yo, that's crazy. "74 pulls until pity." Oh, that's not bad at all. I love it when that happens. I love luck like that. We were really fucking lucky this whole weekend, actually. I feel like maybe that's like the vibe. Is that the energy of 2026? Is just luck? Also, everybody should hydrate. I'm almost done with my first cup of pu'er for the day. Yeah, I would like really love some like good luck. Apparently my Chinese horoscope for this year is good, but I have to wait until February for like that to kick in. So I just gotta kind of be patient. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this into the dark. Oh God, what's your zodiac sign, Blue Breeze? You may just be Fan Dai Shui. Oh yeah, just a touch more subtle? Oh, definitely. Let me just reduce the opacity. Easy peasy. A little lighter. Like that. Easy peasy. Yeah, because I know Fan Dai Shui this year is going to be horse. Obviously, that's pretty much a given. Rat, rooster, and I don't remember the 4th one. Rabbit. So unfortunately, if you're any of those 4, it's going to be kind of gross. So sorry about that. It's going to be an unnecessarily slow or challenging year. Oh, rat. Oh, so not bad. Yeah, clashing with horse. Yeah, so clash is not the worst. If you're horse, it's the worst. You may just have like, I was looking into this because I had another friend who was a rat. You may just have like some weird health issues or burnout issues this year, so just be careful. Because the Grand Duke Jupiter is kind of a really strict guy, and that's the Dai Shui for this year. So just keeping that in mind. Don't burn yourself out is really the big lesson from that. Watch your health. It's especially easy for rats to burn themselves out too, because it's like there's a lot of ambition in rat, which is great, except for when you get burnt out. And that is not great. For once in my fucking life, I'm not Font Dai Shui, so I feel like it's been the last couple of years were like really rough. The Dai Shui was not kind to me. Yeah. Thank you. I love drawing like curly hair so much with this like cell shading method. I find I've been doing a lot more cell shading lately than just like the alternative, just because of like commission prices. But like, gosh, I love it. It's always really fun. Dead by Daylight. I do know about Dead by Daylight, but I've never played it. Yeah, I love drawing curly hair. Best ever. Best ever. Oh yeah, Forest Survivors working on generators. Yes, yes. Yep, yeah, because I've seen the game played. I've just like somehow never played it. I need to also make sure I get her skin softness, skin shade in here too. Let me see here. Nice and soft. Form shadow, not too crazy. Then I'll work on cast shadow in a little bit. More form shadow here. Form shadow. Oh God. You were like, I've been thrown into the hornet's nest. You're like, I didn't ask for this. You're like, bro, I'm like literally level 1. Everyone's like, welcome to hell. I love like purple shadows. This is like my favorite color to shade with, truly. Oh, I disconnect, bro. No, that's so cursed. That's so cursed. It's literally the worst. You're like, I didn't ask for any of this, like. It's a mood. I'll do Cast Shadow in a little bit. And then I'll do AO at the very end. Let's see. Yeah. Hello. I'm gonna leave actually that gentle and not do anything there yet. Jace went to go get a massage from a friend, and now I'm sad because I'm just like, I also want a massage. I'm like, please. I wish to be less crispy. I don't want to be crispy anymore. Just form shadows alone look weird as hell. This is like such a process. Hi Jamie, how are you? Happy New Year. I hope you're doing okay. Given fucking everything, whatever the hell is going on. Boots. These are some good boots. All right, let's see. New layer. Multiply. 70. And then let's do some cast shadow here. Right? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. Whatever it is, I don't like it. What a mood. Oh no, I'm so sorry that you can't small screen. I'm so sorry. I like never watch anything on Twitch, so I'm just constantly like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, you know what would help is if I didn't forget this. That'd be cool. Silly Billy. cool if I didn't do that. Trying to deal with everything going on and being in a really horrible flare-up that doesn't want to end is not amazing. Ugh. Well, I hope that the flare-up decides to calm down soon, because that's literally awful. That's actually the worst. And I'm so sorry. That's just, it's rough. Oh, posture check set up. I was shrimping so hard. That was probably for the best. Thank you, Jamie. Everybody sit up nice and straight. Also stretch, too. I ended up buying Planet of Lana. Oh, nice! It's such a good game. I'm excited for the sequel. It's so beautiful. And also sad. Also rip the cat. We did our best. I'm going to try my best to finish up Jak 2 this, like, upcoming weekend, so that way I can put it down and not worry so much about, not finishing that game, because clearly we need to finish it. Obvi. It is the best. I loved that cat. The cat from Planet of Lana is a goated cat. Truly. It was so good. This game, Planet of Lana, that we played on stream was very cute. And it had like a little cat companion that helps you solve puzzles. But there were also very, very angry robots that would try and kill you and the cat. And occasionally it just didn't work out. And you just watched the cat like totally get got by robots. And it was traumatizing. It's a great game though. It's very pretty. But like, yeah, I'm traumatized a little bit. That cat was the best cat. It didn't know. It didn't know what was going on. God, it was just trying its best. I don't remember what we named the cat, but it was amazing. Yeah, talk about a game. If you can ever watch a playthrough of Planet of Lana, I'm sure people have playthroughs on YouTube. I would highly recommend it. It's an amazing game. Down one of those days, safety first, don't push. Yeah, you got through most of it, I think, Aqua, for sure. Yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed that game a lot. I like playing indie games a lot. Welcome back. Okay, now I gotta do an AO pass here. That was really funny, though. It was, like, also, again, low-key kind of traumatizing, but still funny. That poor girl did not deserve it. She was just trying to find her sister. Damn aliens. Excuse me, I almost died. You know that moment when you're so old that you sneeze that hard and it pops your entire low back. I'm fine. Am I ancient? Maybe a little bit. Why? Ugh, gross. Actually, a little less. You know, when you make an AO decision and then you decide that that was not the right decision, that was me just then. And even then... Oh god, after holiday compost, icky, no, gross! Ew! Uh-oh, stinky. That's all I gotta say is uh-oh, stinky. Yeah. Alright, hair time, this is my favorite. Yeah, nice. Wednesdays goes through an intense topic of abuse that raises awareness around it. That's cool, though. I love indie games so much. Like, I feel like the storytelling is just better, you know? And sometimes you can get a good one. Like, I have been having fun, like, playing ZA, which is cool, but, like, there's a lot of things about that game that I'm like, how did this happen? You know, like, how did we get here? Like, it's fun from an entertaining standpoint, but it doesn't really, like, do anything, like, really intense necessarily for me emotionally. You know, it's just like, oh, okay, this is just kind of... It's good, but it's not, like, that good. I need to play Expedition 33. Eventually, that'll happen. All right. Yeah, I still need to play both of those. I've had my eye on Firewatch for a while. Oh, cool. $7. Okay, then I'm gonna have to do that. I still have some leftover Christmas money, and I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do with it. The answer, clearly, is Firewatch. I am so sorry this is happening to you, Kel. I'm so sorry. I laugh, but also I'm sorry you're suffering. Hello? That's not what I wanted. Alright. Line time. I'm gonna get really close to finishing this, but I'm not probably gonna finish it 100% today, unfortunately. And I can't forget the blush. Oh, and I also need... that. Oh yeah, totally. No, that's so awesome. Thank you, Aqua. I appreciate that. Mr. Bubs! Mr. Man's over here now. From my cup. Mr. Bubs, no! No. You can come up here, but stop scratching my chair, man. You gotta stop doing that. Oh my god. Hello, Mr. Man. I'm gonna actually open up. Wide awake, I crave your taste all night long. That way I can use the line work from stuff over here in the easy peasy place. Alright. This cat is trying to eat me. He says I love you. But I'm going to consume you. Sir, I can't... No. You can't eat my drawing pen. Mr. Bubs, please. I know it feels good to itch your little chinny chin, but I need this hand to draw. I would recommend getting Wednesdays. Okay, cool. Yeah, dope. Each building ride, you decide to jump to some part of the story of the main character. That's so cool. That sounds like such a creative way to tell a story. I really like that a lot. Mr. Bubs, please. I love every part of your being, but I have to draw. I can't. You can't eat my pen. He knows what he's done. No, Mr. Bubs. You smell like beef, Mr. Bubs. I'm just gonna kind of hold you here. Would you... Is this because you want to be held like a baby? Is this what's happening? He says I smell like beef. Yeah, cool. That sounds amazing. I'll definitely check it out. Mr. Bubs, you're a little beef thief. Are you a little cheech man? Yeah, see, he just wants to be picked up and held. He doesn't want anything else. He doesn't... So I have to hold him like a little baby while I'm also trying to draw. Mr. Bubs. Oh yeah, sure. If you want to send me the link, I wouldn't mind that at all. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. That way, I also won't ADHD deleted out of my brain as well. Okay, y'all. This is out of control. Look at this. Look at this. This is how I have to hold him. Otherwise... Oh, baby. Oh my god. Look at him. He's like making biscuits. Look at him. Oh my god. You're so stinky. I'm trying to work, Mr. Bubs. Okay, I have to put you down to drink. I'm putting you down, okay? Alright, Mr. Bubs. I'm putting you down. Oh my god, sir. Also, stretch. We got a self-care combo. Everybody stretch, sit up nice and straight. Make sure you're, like, taking care of yourself. Drink some tea. I'm actually out of tea, so I will remember to do that hydrate as soon as I get done and re-steep my tea. Mr. Bubs, did you know that you are stinky? He doesn't know. Alright, let me make sure she's not deathly pale. But first, let me grab... I'm probably not going to get to this tonight, so I'm going to close that. I need... this bad boy here. And then... pearl color. There we go. And then let's get her some face color because she's kind of dying. There we go. Now she doesn't look like she's dying. Awesome. Thank you, Aqua. I appreciate it. I'm stoked. I'm going to check it out. Mr. Bubs. I can't do this. God, you just... How is it that you're just so physically cute? Why? Why? Oh my god, he just wants to be loved so bad. Alright, Mr. Bubs, get out of here. I'm gonna have to lift you up. Okay. Okay, I did it. Okay, so let's see now. Let's... Oh, that's not correct. Let's see how much I can get done in 10 minutes. If I can finish this in 10 minutes, I'm going to feel pretty good about that. I gotta work underneath this veil. Thankfully, because this one is more of a detailed shot, it's a little bit easier and quicker to like. It's a little bit easier to just kind of whip through it. And sometimes you don't want to go like too hard with shading on smaller little drawings like this, because otherwise it looks weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be pretty gentle with this, methinks. This dress is so cute. What a Disney princess dress. I'm really here for it. I would love to be able to whip through this. If I can get this done, I'm going to be really proud of myself. I'm always down for drawing big princess dresses, truly. This is the secret, is a big princess dress really does make everything better, I think. People will try and say that it's not everything, and I'm like, nope, the ball gown is everything. It is. So important. Hey, Ava, thank you so much for that raid. How did making comics go? How was the rest of your stream? I love the stars, isn't it? Isn't it pretty, though? It's so pretty. Majestic. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, wait. Watch out. That's the wrong user. There we go. If everybody has not followed Ava, please do. Ava's a delight. Cal's fingers were too fast. Lear hit the enter too intense. But yeah, please everyone go follow Ava. Ava deserves it. We're making good progress on this commission, so I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, with adding all of this like layering and depth and stuff too, this looks so pretty. Wow. Not much. We're mostly just coloring, to be honest. Shading and coloring. Yep. Can I get your opinion on how I did the speech bubbles? Of course, you can always drop any of the stuff that you like into the critique zone in the Discord if you need some help or some feedback. I might not be able to give you feedback right away just because I have like a lot of catching up to do to prep for this semester for classes. But feel free to drop it in there. Or you can send it to me via DM too. Ruffles. If I could dress like that every day, I would. No, for real. I'm like, hold on, wait a second. We need both things to be happening here. It's the power. It's the ball gown of asserting dominance is what we can call it. Is the sky. Okay, I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna skip cast shadows here for this one because I already worked them in, but I am going to do ambient occlusion here. There we go, because that is important. Good luck, stay hydrated. Thank you so much for that raid again. I really appreciate it. Why can't I be pretty and sparkly while striking fear into the hearts of men? Honestly, that's it. I need that on a shirt. All this earth and the silence. So yep, this is intense in the best way humanly possible. That's all I have to say. This is it. This is the peak ball gown of everyone's dreams. A Disney princess could never. Bye, Jamie. I hope you have a restful rest of your day. It was great seeing you. See you later. I'm gonna also do a big I see what happened here. There we go, better. We like glitter. Brilliant. So many ruffles everywhere. So many ruffles. Do-do-do-do. If you're not ruffly, are you even doing it right? Are you even doing the stuff? Are you princessing at maximum capacity? Because if not, maybe get good. Oops. There we go, better. Hello? Woo! Ruffers. That's not what I wanted. I'm also going to hit this with gold as well, because that makes sense to me. Yes. Not what I wanted. I think I'm just gonna like finish picking this up, this final thing, or the pepperoni totoni at the start of the next stream, and then it will be done. I might have time to finish it earlier, but we'll give it a shot and see. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, honestly, if you aren't showered in sparkles, ruffles, gold, and jewels, are you even princessing? True. If the game Pretty Pretty Princess taught me anything, it's that you have to have all the accessories, otherwise you're doing it wrong. Incorrect. I don't even know. I might be too old for that shit. Or I might be old or too old for y'all to even know about Pretty Pretty Princess. I feel like that's a game that, like, I know everybody makes jokes that it's like Mario Party's the game that you play, or Mario Kart is the game that you play with your siblings to destroy your relationship, but I feel like no one understands that Pretty Pretty Princess was the way to cause family feuds. That is how you pissed off every sibling. It was Pretty Pretty Princess at its core. Pretty Pretty Princess is a traumatizing experience. It's fun, but like, goddamn. Oh my god, the black ring. See, Blueberries, you know. That's how you start a feud. You're like, sorry, I get the fun color, and you get to deal with whatever that is. And somewhere your sister screams. It took my sister a long time to realize that, like, because it was a board game, only one person could be the Pretty Pretty Princess, and she was like, what do you mean that we all can't be the Pretty Pretty Princess? And it's like, oh, I mean, I guess you have a fair point. Hey, remember when I said that I was going to finish this later? I was a liar. Because I think if I just, like, utilize the power of the Grayskull. I mean, I effectively, honestly, she was only sweet when she realized that, like, she was not having a meltdown, because she would definitely have a meltdown and then be very, very angry that she was also not the Pretty Pretty Princess, because I typically would win because I was older. And then effectively we had to make a rule that at the end everybody gets to be the princess so that she wouldn't beat me up, is effectively the vibe. Come on, Tatsu. Come here. Come on. He's trying to make a calculated jump. He's afraid. Oh my god. That was the most delicate little Mr. Man fancy feat that could have possibly ever happened here. Oh my god, Mr. Bubs. You don't even know what's going on. You ready for lunch? Is that what this is? Is that you're telling me that you need to eat lunch right now or you're gonna die? Is that what's happening? Mr. Bubs. Nope. Oh, Mr. Bubs, why are you drooling all over me and everything that we know and love, sir? Oh, no, you can't, Mr. Bub. I'll eat you. I'm gonna turn you into little cat satire. It's gonna be cute, but also terrifying. Oh my god, Mr. Bubs. Ugh, what is this? He just likes to sit on me and purr, and then he gets upset if I don't, like, immediately pet him 24/7. Sir, no. I'm so close to being done. I know. Oh god, he's too much. He's too much. He's too much. Mr. Bubs, you can't eat my pen. No! Mr. Bubs, why are you standing so spread? His back legs are like super fucking wide. You could sit like a normal human. Oh my god. He could sit like a normal little person, but instead he's beating me up. Nice. But he wants to eat your pet. He does. He does. He mostly has a very itchy old man chin, and I think that most of the logic is him trying to scratch his little chinny chin, which is funny to me. He just goes ham. It's his hungry stance. I can't. He said asserting dominance. I don't know how to do that, and then went crazy. He went for it. I love tassels. Tassels make everything better, I'm pretty sure. I think that that's how you also engage in maximum fancies if you have lots of tassels on you. Like, you must tassel your way to freedom. Pupper. Oh my god, thank you. That is the highest compliment I could possibly ever receive. I am legit so afraid of drawing animals. Thankfully, I have like relatively good observational skills, and I do thank my grad school for that. Like, I don't think I had as strong observational skills as I did before doing grad school, and then grad school really just like, it did the most. That's like 99% of learning to draw a new thing is just like, yeah, can you have good observational skills? And if the answer is yes, then you can pull off doing a bunch of really weird stuff. And that's what happened. That's how I did it. It's not that. Nope, not 7%. Nice try, though. Okay, but this looks so comfy. For like a leather chair, I wish to sink into this. I wish to fall into this. Yeah, that looks like luxury. Body nowhere left. Yeah, nice. god, nice. This wheelchair is fucking sweet, too. Like, this is such a cool accessory. We need to have more fashion wheelchairs, I feel like. I need an exponential amount of cool custom wheelchairs. I wish that they weren't so expensive, like... It makes me sad because I think about all the people who deserve to, like, totally soup up their wheelchair, and then it's, like, $40 bazillion to do so, and it's like, this is not how this should be. It should not be hella expensive. Yeah, cool prosthetics, cool crutches, cool wheelchairs. I'm 100%, fucking 4,000% down for that, actually. Normally I don't reduce the opacity on stuff, but for the sake of this, it's going to be too intense if I don't do that. Nice. Yes. That's all I have to say. Yes. It's just like, I need to see somebody go down a runway with this wheelchair. Like, it would be sick. That was not what I wanted. I got too excited with the gold. I need to chill out. I'm gonna clean that up in there in a little bit. Yes. I have the most terrible and the best luck. Oh my god. You're like, how is this physically possible that I'm on both ends of the spectrum here? The universe said, you're not going to be lucky until the exact moment that you are, and then it's going to be the craziest amount of luck you've ever seen in your whole life. Yes, very nice. I was really hoping that I was going to finish this today, and I nailed it. I did it! Alright, I gotta go feed this cat now, because he's full of disaster energy, and if I don't go feed him, he will fight me to the death. But I think that's it. I think that's it. We did it. So thank you so much to everybody for hanging out today. I'm going to go ahead and go get this cat some food. First and foremost, thank you so much to Blue Breeze for commissioning me to draw such amazing characters with such cool accessories, cool outfits. Like, I literally enjoy it every single time. I don't have words to express. I'll get these prints to my dad and then have him print them so we can ship them as soon as possible. So keep your eye out for them in the mail soon. Thanks again, of course, to Ava for the raid. I really appreciate that a lot. To Aqua for the 7-month sub. And to Kayla Renee for subscribing over on YouTube. So you all rock. You are amazing. I'll be posting some announcements into the Discord today. So keep your eye out for that. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I will see you later. And I'll be back tomorrow with some Court of Snakes Kickstarter prep. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.